Before we begin, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because tonight, we're diving deep into one of the most terrifying mysteries in American folklore. A creature with glowing red eyes, massive wings, and a presence so haunting that every sighting is followed by disaster. This is the full horror story of the Mothman, a monster that appears not just to scare, but to warn. The first sighting, it all began in the quiet town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia. A place where nothing unusual happened until the night of November 12, 1966. 5 gravediggers were working late, preparing a burial site before the next morning. The men were tired, barely speaking, just shovels hitting the dirt, when suddenly, one of them looked up, above the trees. A massive figure lifted off the ground. At first he thought it was a large bird, maybe an owl, but then the creature rose higher, spreading wings that stretched nearly 10 feet wide. What shook the men to their core were the eyes, 2 glowing blood-red circles shining through the darkness. The creature flew directly over their heads, silent, watching, before vanishing into the trees. The gravediggers dropped their tools and ran. Point Pleasant would never be the same again. The creature on the road. Just 3 days later, another report shook the town. 2 young couples were driving along an abandoned TNT production area from World War II. Locals called it the TNT area, a place filled with decaying buildings, rusted metal doors, and echoing tunnels. As their car passed an old generator building, the headlights caught something standing beside the road. A humanoid figure, tall, maybe 7 feet, gray skin, almost metallic, wings folded tightly behind its back. But again, the eyes, those horrifying red eyes. The creature suddenly spread its wings, lifted into the air, and began chasing their car. The driver panicked and pushed the car to its limit, 80 miles per hour, 90, and yet, the creature kept upgliding effortlessly, staring into their rear windshield, its wings barely flapping. They reached the city limits, and suddenly, it disappeared. The couples ran straight to the police, trembling and crying, and the Mothman legend exploded. A town living in fear in the weeks that followed. Over 100 eyewitnesses reported sightings. Mothman perched on rooftops, Mothman flying over the river, Mothman standing in fields, watching silently, Mothman tapping windows at night. Pets went missing. Drivers heard wings scraping the roof of their cars. People reported a loud, high-pitched screech echoing across the TNT area at night. What scared locals the most wasn't the creature itself, but the feeling that the creature was predicting something terrible. The phone calls and the men in black. Soon, strange phone calls began. People who saw the Mothman reported frightening voices calling late at night, monotone, robotic voices asking about what they had witnessed. Some witnesses were visited by mysterious men in black suits. These men spoke strangely, asked threatening questions, warned people not to discuss them, and vanished without a trace. Locals believed these weren't government agents, but something else. Something not human. The connection between the Mothman and the men in black only deepened the mystery. The prophecy sightings continued all winter. Fear turned to paranoia, and then the town began noticing something strange. Every time someone saw the Mothman, they also experienced disturbing dreams. Visions of water rising, people screaming, metal twisting and snapping. It was as if the creature was trying to warn them. But warn them of what? The answer came on December 15, 1967. The Silver Bridge disaster. It was a freezing winter evening. Holiday lights decorated the streets. Families were out shopping. Cars lined the Silver Bridge, connecting West Virginia to Ohio. At 5:05 p.m., during rush hour traffic, the bridge began to tremble. At first it was subtle, just a vibration. Drivers felt their steering wheels shake. A loud metallic groan echoed like a dying animal. Then, a bolt snapped. A man in one of the cars looked up and saw something perched at the very top of the bridge. A huge, winged figure with glowing red eyes, staring down at the vehicles below. Some say it spread its wings as if trying to lift off. Others say it simply watched, and then the entire bridge collapsed. Dozens of cars fell into the icy river, steel twisted like paper. 46 people died, and after that night, Mothman disappeared forever. What was the Mothman? After the disaster, theories spread like wildfire. Some believed the Mothman was a demonic entity, feeding on tragedy. Others believed it was an alien visitor, connected to the men in black. Another group claimed Mothman was actually a guardian, not a monster. A creature trying to warn the town about the coming collapse, but unable to stop it. Some researchers even connected the Mothman to other global tragedies. A large winged figure before Chernobyl sightings, before the 2007 Minneapolis bridge collapse, a dark humanoid seen before earthquakes in Asia wherever disaster strikes. Mothman seems to appear first, but what is its purpose? Does it bring the disaster, or is it trying to prevent it? That question remains unanswered. The final horror message: even today, people still report seeing a winged creature with glowing red eyes around places struck by tragedy. Some claim the Mothman is a harbinger warning sent before catastrophe. Others believe it's a creature trapped between dimensions, appearing when reality becomes unstable. And some say, if you ever see those red eyes staring at you through the dark, run, because something terrible may be coming. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the horrifying legend of the Mothman, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more terrifying stories and mysteries from around the world. Thank you for watching, and remember, if you hear wings in the darkness tonight, maybe it isn't the wind.